Congress is bypassing the bipartisan route on a defense funding bill. A plethora of GOP amendments ranging from abortion to transgender policy are renewing a culture war fight that could make final passage in the Senate a bit more complicated. Fox's Madeline Rivera has that story from Washington.
Cheers on the House floor after lawmakers passed the annual defense bill largely along party lines.
It was also an important victory for every American in this country that wants to see our military focused on our enemies abroad, not on wokeness.
The package, which authorizes funding levels for the military and other national security programs, is the latest flashpoint in the country's culture war.
This is the most conservative NDAA that I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
Hardline conservatives are celebrating after their amendments on several hot-button issues passed. With the changes, the $886 billion measure now blocks federal funds from being used for the military's diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. And most notably, it overturns the Pentagon's abortion policy, which covers travel expenses for service members looking to do the procedure.
The Biden administration has made it routine for a long time now to ignore existing law and the will of the people to push their woke social agenda in whichever way they see fit.
The legislation does include a 5.2% pay hike for service members and aid for Ukraine, but it's not enough to appease Democrats. They're accusing Republicans of holding what typically had been a bipartisan approval process hostage and putting the nation's security at risk.
In order to jam their extreme right-wing ideology down the throats of the American people.
The military is supposed to be the standard bearer of the values of this nation, and this bill would directly undercut that.
The bill faces an uphill battle in the Democratic-controlled Senate. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.